Be quiet. Now, I'm not being rude. It's actually a suggestion. A suggestion to just sit still and be quiet. Because it's actually really difficult these days to truly experience silence. And silence can be really nice. And when you're quiet, you rest the mind, relax the body, and calm the spirit. Now, I know it's not always easy to do, especially in the daytime. For instance, I used to live above a shop called Colin Clopperton's Clog Shop. And as the name would suggest, it was a shop that sold clogs. So in the daytime, I could hear people trying on clogs, walking about in clogs. Colin Clopperton would be talking about clogs. So I used to get up in the middle of the night to be quiet. But that wasn't always easy either, because Colin lived in the flat above me. And he had a tendency to sleepwalk in his clogs. And it sometimes sounded as if there were two people upstairs, even though Colin lived alone. It sounded as if there were two people. And it turned out that when Colin would sleepwalk, he would put clogs on his hands and walk around on all fours. And that's why it sounded like there were two people clomping. Not only that, but Colin owned several loud ticking clocks. And to make matters worse, one day he bought two big cockerels. So I had to deal with the noise of Colin's clogs, clocks and cocks. And it's a wonder I got to be quiet at all. But even if you live somewhere remote and you get up in the middle of the night, it can still be difficult to escape all the noise. You could be hearing planes flying over, perhaps the noise of your partner snoring away like a big farm animal, mice scurrying around in the cavities of the walls, or the noise of your own rumbling tummy. I mean, it's endless. But it's still worth making the effort to seek out moments where you can just be quiet. And once you're being quiet, just see how long you can go before you start fidgeting, scratching various areas, and see how long you can go before this whole thing activates. The mind, or as I like to call it, the electric cabbage. See how long you can go before thoughts start coming to mind. I mean, when I lived above Colin Clopperton's clog shop, it wasn't long before thoughts came to my mind. Most of them wishing that the clog shop would burn to the ground. But even when those sort of thoughts do come to you, just let them go and focus once more on being quiet. And what you'll realise after a while is that a lot of the sounds we hear through the day and night, it's all just stupid noise. Whether that's the the sound of your own thoughts, or your neighbour complaining about the new system concerning the recycling bins. A lot of what you hear is so pointless, you'd be better off wearing a big pair of earmuffs. And if being quiet is a technique that works for you, then why not tell others about it? Go up to somebody in a cafe or on a train and say to them, "Excuse me, be quiet." And I'll see you next time.